Hey guys, I wasn't sure if I was going to do this, but I decided to. We're going to play at Oakland to face the Oakland Raiders. Um, let's look at the roster. Carson Palmer, Darren McFadden, Finch. Alright. They have a nice lineup. Alright, so you guys saw there were several injuries on the Raiders side. We'll look at that once we enter the game. And well, we're going to have... Of course, we are going to still be without Shane Westling until, I'm guessing, at the end of this regular season. Alright, and we'll be sure to look at the Oakland Raiders injury report once we enter the game. And here we are at the Oakland Raiders Stadium. Don't know what it's called. We say tails, it is tails, so we're going to receive. It is pouring down rain. Not a lot of wind, but I'm just assuming it's not that cold. No. As Percy Hoffman will return the kick. And he's taken down past the 25 at the 26. Here comes CJ Blonde, who struggled a lot in the game, in the win against the Green Bay Packers, but Aaron Rodgers struggled as well. And that's a 1 yard gain, no, not 1 yard gain, 3 yard gain by Joseph Curette. And hand off to him again on the draw. No, I forgot, we need to look at their injury report, the Raiders. Tyvon Branch, Amos Clay, Lamar Houston, and Crosby Riley. Well, it's 3rd and 1. We're going to send Nixon in motion, send him to the other side of the field, so he can draw that cornerback to the all the way to the other side. And nice block by Nixon! As Joseph Curette gets more than enough for a first down. Man, did you see that block by Nixon? He held it. That's amazing. Alright, so CJ Blonde's going to throw. He's going to find Russ Cummings, who spins and gets the first down and more. So we're moving the chains very well. And Joseph Curette goes to the left, and he gets a very good gain. Ooh. And he's going to be caught by Stud Baker after a gain of 2. So here we come in the Wildcat formation. And Asher Diggs has room, and he will get the first down. He fumbles, and Aaron recovers. I'm going to challenge that. Rios wants the referees to take another look. Let's follow. Let's see. He is down. That's going to be overturned. I can tell you that now. Knee down. Then the ball comes out. And an arm right on Diggs. Ouch. Alright, let's see. Rios wants that overturned. Let's see. So Rios has won his challenge, and the Raiders fans are not pleased at all. So here we go. First and goal. Hand off to Asher Diggs, and he will get a touchdown. Extra point is good. We get the first points of the game. It's 7-0 Miami Dolphins. Logan Sauls to kick it away. Wow. And Jacoby Ford, I think that's his name. We'll just take the touchback. And it's 1st and 10. Darren McFadden, wow, he's going to be caught by Donnell Ellerby. That's only a gain of 1. And McFadden, he has room, and there he goes, but he's going to be caught first by Jake Cameron, who slows him down enough for Cohen Missy to wrap it up. But they get a first down and a very good game. So, new set of downs for the Oakland Raiders. Moore sent in motion, handoff to Darren McFadden again, and he will only get 1 yard. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Of course, you know the score. It is 7-0 Miami Dolphins on top. And of course, we gotta be careful because these wide receivers on offense have speed. And Carson Palmer, he's gonna throw to Ford, one of the speedy receivers, for a gain of about 4. 3rd and 5. And Palmer, he's going to get hit hard by Wallace Mungsy, but they get a touchdown. On the screen, and Ross gets that. And why is the screen suddenly dark? Well, anyway, the extra point is up and good. We are tied 7-7. Percy Harvin to return it. And there he goes! He's taken out of bounds at the 30, right into the Raiders' sideline. Handoff to Joseph Curette. Ooh. And he's going to be tackled by Rolando McClain, I think. Wait, wasn't he on the injury report? I don't know. 2nd and 7. We had 2 options, Randall Cobb or Dennis Pitta, but we're going to Randall Cobb. That's the first down. Moving the chains. Hand off to Joseph Curette, and he has running room. Jukes to the left, right into the safety. But he gets the first down, so that's all that matters. Hand off to Joseph Curette again, and ouch. He's caught by, I really believe that's Rolando McClain. And it's 2nd and 12. And we're going to find Randall Cobb, and he takes a hard shot. But it's the tackler that gets hurt. And Randall Cobb gets the first down. And guess what? We're throwing to Randall Cobb again, who breaks a tackle and gets hit hard. And we reach the 2-minute warning. And we're going to be sacked. By the way, if you saw something white, that would be my cat. And, well, we're faced with a 2nd and 19 situation. Let's bring Nixon closer to the line. 2nd and 19. And that's who we want to go to, Nixon, who makes an outstanding catch. And that's a touchdown. Amazing. So the Miami Dolphins the Miami Dolphins didn't hesitate to get 7 points up on the board as Jacoby Ford calls for a touchback. Carson Palmer drops back and he's going to throw to Jacoby Ford, but what did they roll? They roll it incomplete. 2nd and 10. Carson Palmer wants to throw. He's going to find Jacoby Ford. Ahmad McAllister couldn't keep up with him. And Rashad Jones takes Ford out of bounds. I think that was Ford. Yeah. Carson Palmer, he's going to throw. And he's going to find Jacoby Ford again. 2nd and 2 to go. Palmer moving around in the pocket, or at least moving out of the pocket, and then he's going to be sacked by Paul Soliai. Ball's up about 5 yards, and they're going no huddle. Palmer drops back. He's going to throw, and it falls off the hands of Ahmad McAllister. Moore was the intended receiver, so they're going to be, the Oakland Raiders, they're going to be forced to punt. Shane Lechler boots it. And Eddie Royer won't be able to do much with it, but he's taken down at the 21. That's still good field position, so can't complain. And CJ Bond's going to be sacked after dropping back too far out. I really don't know who made the sack. But 2nd and 23, we're going to have to run to get those yards back. We get a pretty decent gain of about 5, and the Raiders call a timeout. So Asher Diggs is in. We're just going to run it. Oh, wow. Asher Diggs, he won't go anywhere. We're going to be forced to punt. Logan Sauls, show us your stuff. And of course he will. He has a powerful leg. Holy cow. And Arps will take 4th down at the 37. First and 10 for the Oakland Raiders. And he's going to find Moore, and Moore takes a couple of hard shots. And they're going to call, the Oakland Raiders call their final timeout. Palmer wants to throw, and that is batted away by Jake Cameron. Brown was the intended receiver. 2nd and 10, and let's see. Palmer, he's going to move to his left, then he's going to throw deep. And that is going to be caught but out of bounds and injury timeout. It is Moore that is hurt. 3rd and 10. And Palmer's going to be sacked by Paul Soliai. And, well, we're just going to let the clock go down to the halftime. So your score, guys, is 14-7. Miami Dolphins on top. And we kick it off to start the 2nd half. And Ford will just go take a touchback. Moore is back in the game. Looks like his injury wasn't that serious. And they're going to start by handing it off to Darren McFadden, and there he goes. And then he's going to be finally be caught by I forgot. But that's a monster game. And Danielle Ellerby lays a hit on Palmer, and that falls incomplete. Second and 10. Hand off to McFadden, and Jake Cameron tackles him for a loss of 2 yards. Alright, so I'm putting McAdoo in hook zone coverage, and I'm blitzing Cameron. And Darren McFadden takes 2 hard shots from Cohen Missy, then he takes a hard one from, I believe, Haruki Nakamura. And they're just going to settle for this field goal. And it is up, and it is good. So your score now is 14-10. Miami Dolphins, of course, still on top. Percy Harvin to return it. And he's taken out of bounds at the 30. And why not? Let's take a shot. Let's take an early shot deep. And that is just overthrown. Dennis Pitta was the intended receiver. Second and 10. Now let's just run it. Hand off to Joseph Curette. And he takes a hard shot from Actually, I think it's Studebaker. Anyway, 3rd and 7. And that is going to be intercepted by Rolando McClain. Russ Cummings, the intended receiver, and he's going to be caught by Jason Reed. I'm sorry, I was a little busy. But anyway. Yes, that's all I have to say about that. J.W. Reed is in for Wallace Mungsy, or however you pronounce his name. Palmer has all the time he wants, and Haruki Nakamura almost intercepts that. 2nd and 10. Finch sent in motion. They're going to hand it off to McFadden, but Paul Soliai stops him after a 2-yard gain. 3rd and 8. And Palmer, you guys saw he tried to do the screen to McFadden, I believe, and he dropped it. So they're going to be forced to punt. Shane Leckler, let's see what you do. And that's an easy touchback. And Joseph Curette, he has running room, and there he goes. It's a foot race, and he's finally caught at the 41. 11 carries, 87 rushing yards. Wow. And there goes Joseph Curette again, who gets the first down, gain of, I don't know. And here we come in the Wildcat formation. Asher Diggs is over there. And there he goes. Wow, ouch. Wow. 9-yard gain, 4 rushes, 23 yards. And 1 touchdown. Since Asher Diggs is primarily Curette's backup and, well, 3rd down back, we sometimes use him in the Wildcat. So, it wouldn't really matter what numbers, Diggs comes up with, but still, I would love to keep getting Asher Diggs involved whenever possible. But 2nd and 6 now. Hand off to Joseph Curette. He's going to cut to the left and go down center, I guess. Down straight forward. And that's the first down. And the blocks just managed to get there quickly, but Hobby will tackle Joseph Kirat after a 1-yard gain. But Kirat, he's still hyped. Because, well, why wouldn't you be hyped if you have the numbers that Kirat has, even though no rushing touchdown yet? Asher Diggs, he's tearing it up. Millsap makes the tackle. That's a pretty good game, and Asher Diggs will handle this 3rd down carry. It's either Joseph Kirat or Asher Diggs. It's neither, not always just one of them, and Asher Diggs gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the day. And that gives us an 11-point lead. And Jacoby Ford will just take a touchback. Alright. And Jacoby Ford makes the catch. And Ahmad McAllister will take him down. And they're going no huddle here. And Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, user pick. And he's taken out of bounds at the 38. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie, I believe a free agent pickup. He's really been helpful. And Joseph Kirat, he will get a good amount of yardage. Let's see if we can try to throw in a rushing touchdown for Kirat. Oh, wow. Kirat pushes his way forward, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. And you said that 1st and 10. Joseph Kirat will spin, trying to do a spin move. And he'll get about 9 yards there. 2nd and 1. CJ Blanc calling something out, and Joseph Kirat will get the carry. 1st and goal, and they call, and the Raiders get another, or at least call another timeout. Handoff to Kirat again. Oh wow, he gets a touchdown. So pretty much it's run here, run there for Asher Diggs and Joseph Kirat, as they have a combined, I believe, 3 rushing touchdowns in this game. As Ford will just take a touchback, and with an 18-point deficit, this game's likely over. But you never know. Palmer, he's going to throw it. He took a hard shit. It was either hard shot or something, but hard shot. One man was hard shot from Wong Mungzi. And of course you saw the fumble. Seeing the fumble, I think, kind of screwed me up. And Joseph Kirat will get the carry. That's a pretty good gain of 6. And wow, you got to love these run blocks. As we're going no huddle here. 3rd and 1. Oh! And Kirat will be short of the 1st down. So we're going to settle for a 32-yard field goal. Nick McCray, do your stuff. The kick is up and it is good. That extends our lead to 31-10. And guys, at the end, I'm just going to tell you this now because we are several games away before the postseason. At the end of the regular season, which, as I said before, is where I'm thinking Shane Westling will return, I'll show you the statistics for all my players. As Jay Cameron bats that pass away. I'm telling you, Jay Cameron's a beast. So happy I drafted him. 2nd and 10, and Palmer will be sacked by Paul Soliai. They're going to be forced to go no huddle. And McFadden breaks off a tackle and he will get the first down. Time's ticking down. They're going to just spike it. Second and 10. I do not want to put McAdoo on coverage on the tight end. Just saying. Palmer's going to throw, and he's going to find more. He's caught by Vontae Davis. And they use their final timeout. And Palmer's going to be sacked by Wallace Mungsy, or however you pronounce his name. I'm having a hard time trying to figure out how his name's pronounced. But he's doing a very good job filling in for the injured Shane Westling. But of course, Wallace Mungsy is familiar with the defense as he has taken snaps while Westling sat down to rest. Palmer is going to do Hail Mary. And this is incomplete, and the ball bounces around a bit. But there's your score, guys. 31-10. Miami Dolphins win. I don't know who that was. But it's okay. Let's look at the numbers. Blonde. Oh, we actually didn't throw a lot with him. I'm surprised. He had a so-so game, but those numbers are good. Wow. Well, of course, Curat and Diggs, pretty good. Hence the fact we really couldn't do much in the air. And Cameron only came out with 2 tackles, 1 tackle for a loss, and 2 solo tackles. But he deflected 2 passes and forced 1 fumble. That must have been the fumble that I mixed up my words on when I was trying to say hit or shot or one of the two. But guys, I'm Luke Fan for 3, and I'll see you guys next time. Adios.